Okay, everyone. So I want to do a tutorial. I know somebody asked me for the chords on a song. It was actually a song called MUTT. It's Leon Thomas, and I think sometimes I see Chris Brown is credited on the song. Anyway, I found the song, and it's a nice song. I guess genre is kind of like R&B. Has a little bit more complexity than a lot of the songs that I find around that I try to cover, like a lot of the pop songs, whatever. So it has sort of jazz chords, and I'm not a music scholar, so I don't know. I searched around and then I just try to play around, try to figure things out. But anyway, I'm gonna start off by saying that what I did to make this a little bit easier was I used a capo. I used a capo. I think people pronounce it different ways. I'll just say capo. So I just put that on the first fret. See, put that on the first fret. So I got that, and that'll just help me do certain things I want to do with the song. And then from there, I'm just gonna tell you the chords that I use. But these chords are based on when you put the capo on, right? So basically, it's taking all those chords and bringing them up a half a step. So anyway, the first chord I use, Gmaj7. So that's just I just bar across on the first three strings it's basically second fret, first three strings. G major seventh. And then I play a G. Now what I do a little thing with that G is I do like a little hammer on with my second finger. So I have that bar chord of the G major 7 and I hammer that on to the second string, third fret. There's a part where I go. All right, anyway, then another chord that I use is A minor 7th, right? So I got that. That's just basically A minor 7 is just play all the strings. You don't put your finger anywhere, just play all the strings. Okay, then you got D7th. So the D7th, it's going to be the second fret, and it'll be the fourth string and the second string, right? And you could, whichever fingers you use, that's the main thing you want to get. You want to get on the second fret, you want to get the fourth string and the second string. All right, so you got that chord. Another chord that I use in this is E minor 7th. So E minor 7th, again, it's going to be on the second. I'm going to be fingering on the second fret, but this time I'm going to be putting my fingers on the third string and the first string. All right. Then there's this other chord that I use, and I think it's A minor 9th. I was this, there was like this certain flavor that I felt in the song, and and I was trying to look up, what this is, but at one point I just found this chord that it seems to work, and I'll say that I'm calling it A minor 9th. It may not be, but I'm just going to tell you what I played. So basically, it's going to be, you're going to have to finger on the first string, second fret, and second string, third fret, and then I play everything else open. Okay, so that's the chords. All right. So I'm just going to break it down. Basically, there's three parts, right? So there's this intro part, there's a chorus part, and then there's another part that you can play it through the verse and through the pre-chorus. Okay? So anyway, so the first part, it's like the intro part. So it's like, so I'm playing the G major 7, and I'm just kind of hammering it on to make it a G. So I basically keep barring across the first three strings, and then just hammering on with my second finger onto the second string, third fret. And then I play an A minor 7th. I'll just open up the chords, and then I play D7. Okay, so that's like the first part. Then I play that again. And then I do like a little picking part. So I just play on the second string, open, and then to the second fret, and then to the 3rd fret, and then to the 1st string open. So, and then I play an A minor 7th. So just doing that again, so it would be like G major 7th, and then I go to a D7th. So to play the whole thing, it's like okay, so that's the intro. Play that at the beginning, and I think it's like at the end of the song they go back to that. So then it becomes more like an outro, right? Okay, then the other part is the chorus part, right? So I kind of just created this, and I guess it's something like let me just go to the song. It'll be like, so take your time, what's the rush? So baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Said take your time, what's the rush? Said baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. So anyway, so what I do for that part, I'm basically just I'm playing a G major 7th to E minor 7th, G major 7th to E minor 7th, and then to the A minor 9th, and then D7th. So that's basically the chorus, right? I'm a dog, I'm a mutt, right? That's like the chorus part. And then the third part, it's just it's basically it's a verse and pre-chorus. So basically, you could play that you could play the same chord. I just play a chord progression, and and that's what I do. I play it just 3 chords. So so it's like, got smoke rings are part of my bluntness. See pretty faces, so I got trouble trusting. So that's the verse, right? That's the verse, all right. And then the pre-chorus. Well, I let my guard down for you. Said I let my guard down for you. Said I'll be vulnerable, so you can break my heart if you want to. All right. So anyway, so I'll just tell you the chords for that. So it's G major 7th, G major 7th, and then A minor 9th. And then D7th. Do it again. G major 7th, G major 7th, A minor 9th, D7th. So that's the verse and pre-chorus. So I basically I think I've gone through each part of the song, right? So all right. So hopefully that'll help you. And I guess I'll try to post some information in the description that'll try to help you a little more. But now I have a little of a question. I hope you guys can answer it, or somebody that's watching this video. This song, it's interesting. I mean, I guess in a way I sort of think about how people consume music today. So, I mean, I know it's changed a lot. I guess nowadays, I guess people use streaming services. Right, they use maybe like Spotify or Apple something or other, and I know like a lot of times like people will look at some of these charts to say like the Spotify top US top 50 or something, right? They look at those songs in there and it's I don't know, it's kind of like you'll see like this maybe like Taylor Swift is like in there a lot, and these what is this K-pop Demon Hunters, they got a lot of songs in there, but I don't know, but I noticed that I didn't see, this is a popular song, and I didn't see it in there. I haven't seen it on there. I don't know, yet I see it. I see it on Billboard. They still have this Billboard thing, which is something from many years ago. I guess people. I mean, I don't know. I guess people still look at Billboard a little bit, but I think nowadays people look at that Spotify chart more. But I don't know. Does anybody look at the Billboard charts? So what do they mean? And I guess I think like the Billboard chart is more like something that maybe radio follows. But now again, people, radio is basically legacy media. People don't really listen to radio, but yet I guess maybe people sort of do, because everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people drive, right? So when you're driving, you want to listen to something. Now I know you have, yeah, I guess you can use some technology to hook up your phone and listen to things, whatever. You can listen to Spotify, whatever. And then you have satellite radio. That became popular. But I think despite all that, I think some people still listen to radio. And I guess I guess maybe some of these radio stations that are playing the top 40 lists, whatever, I think MUTT's in there. But yeah, my question is what happened? Like why didn't the Spotify charts grab butt? It's a really nice song. Anyway, that's all I wanted to. I just want to ask that. I gave you a tutorial, and hopefully that'll help you. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.